everyone. What a beautiful day. So it absolutely threw it down yesterday. It rained all day long. The rivers are absolutely bursting the banks this morning. But as you can see behind me, we've got a beautiful day. I'm just waiting for the sun to rise, and I'm heading out through the fields and the Yorkshire moors today. So I've got this area over behind me. If I just turn around a little bit, see all this moorland here. So that area is free to roam, which means I can just wander around over the moorland without being in anybody's private land or having to stick to a footpath. But what I'm doing this morning is making my way down towards some woods and river, just to see what wildlife we have down there. Now I am aware that the river is in full spate, near bursting its banks, so I'm not holding my breath out on that. What I am hoping to see are some little owls, perhaps some deer, buzzards, and anything else that we get to see this morning. So follow me today as I explore this part of the Yorkshire Dales. Okay, so I've been sat here in the bracken with all these trees in front of me. They've all got these red berries on. I thought I'd come down. I saw some birds in the trees, so I thought I'd come down and sit against this wall, get down into the bracken. And start photographing them. So what I've got here is redwings, missel thrush, greenfinches, robins, wrens, just an abundance of birds that just keep flying in and out of the trees and feeding on the berries. I have had big flocks come in, but twice now when a flock has come in, a car has come along the road and they've all flown away, so I'm not being able to get really great footage at the moment of them. Been sat here for about an hour. They're just so lovely to watch. But I do need to move on, so I'm going to pack up and make my way down to the river, I think. No little owls yet, but seeing the missel thrush and the redwings, absolutely wonderful. But they're so skittish, slightest movement and they're gone. Okay, so I've just come down to the river. Should be just over that way a little bit, and just cross this little stream. And looking on the ground here, it's absolutely full of roe deer tracks. So hopefully, if I'm quiet enough, I might be able to catch some roe deer here in the woods. But yeah, it's very wet and slippy this morning, that's for sure. So I've been over twice so far. Fortunately, not too muddy though. No owls though. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, so I've come up onto the moors now. Nothing down by the river. It was too fast flowing in flood, so no birds or anything on the river, unfortunately. So I made my way all the way back up from down in the valley, and I'm now in the moorland. So I've come up here now. I heard grouse up here this morning. I've seen some small birds flying around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself settled in here, camouflaged up, downwind, so anything flying around this area, I should be good. Hopefully looking as well for red kites. I have seen a couple of red kites this morning circling around, and some buzzards. So I'm just going to spend a couple of hours literally sat here against this rock, have a bite to eat, and see what flies in. So yeah, it's something to sit on that's waterproof. Keep your bum dry. At the moment I've just moved, photographing these stonechats coming in, landing on the rocks. Now I have just seen a red kite flying just over the other side of this hill here. So with any luck, it might come over this way. Now I'm just enjoying photographing these stonechats, and hopefully, I disturbed them when I came over, couldn't be helped. If I wait here now for a good hour or so and don't move, then I'm hoping that they'll come back and start playing around these rocks. And if I'm really lucky, I'll have a grouse walk past me. Fantastic to watch these stonechats. Absolutely lovely. And the males being so colourful as well. And just like stand on top of a little twig, just sway in the wind, and they're just flying around chasing each other at the moment. There's plenty of them around on these tops here. Well, the stonechats seem to have gone quiet now. Not seen one for about 20 minutes. So what I'm thinking of doing is heading down and back to the road, and perhaps see if I can photograph the redwings as well. and the missile thrush. There were plenty of missile thrush around, that's for sure. They're just so skittish. Just had 5 or 6 grouse fly past as well. Didn't have any chance to photograph them, literally straight across and down. So yeah, fantastic photographing the Stonechats. Unfortunately, they just didn't come close enough. There's just one particular rock that I wanted to try and get them to come on, but no. After being here for nearly 2 hours now, it hasn't happened. And you know, just as soon as you walk away, I want to land on it. And it's gone a bit cool as well. Sounds like the back. Nope, maybe not. I've found the little owl just sat in a tree halfway down this path. Managed to see it from quite a way away. I don't want to sort of get any closer to it. So what I've decided to do is just to get myself in some camouflage gear, hide in all this nettles and grass here, just with the hope that it's going to fly out the tree and come and sit on the stone wall. And if it does, excellent. If it doesn't, fair enough. Okay, so the little owl has just flown down and sitting now lower in the tree. I was literally just looking at the owl, and all of a sudden a red kite just flew over the wall and swooped round in front of the tree, came straight towards me, flew up the field, into the next field. Camera settings all wrong. I was shooting 400th of a second, and I was so focused on just shooting at I just forgot to look. Eventually, when it went into the next field, I noticed. I thought, 400th of a second. I just turned my shutter speed up, whacked my ISO up, got a few pictures, but yeah, I've had a look through. Probably 70% are soft and out of focus, but there are a few that are absolutely spot on. What? It was just like, didn't see me, just flew straight up. Absolutely incredible. But no, I'm just keeping my eye on this little owl now. And hopefully he'll come out of the tree and onto a wall, so at least I can get a better shot of it. But I'm keeping my distance. I'm not going to go over to it and disturb it. It'll just fly away, and then I'll never see it. So yeah, that was just fantastic to see. And I know you can go to Gigrin and Dumfries. These are the red kite centres, and you see the red kites there. But I don't think there's anything better than being out in the wild and having one so close to you and coming straight at you like that. Incredible. And it just shows how well they're doing. Wow. And it's one of my favourite birds, the red kite. Really is just a lovely bird. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet and see if I get lucky with this little owl. And if I don't, well, I'm Gonna head back out into the moors and see if we get lucky with the barn owl. Well, what a day. Certainly done a few miles today. I think it's about 5.25 miles, something like that. But what a great day out. You know, coming somewhere new, doing a bit of reconnaissance, having a look to see what's around. Couldn't ask for more really. What have we seen? Redwings, missile thrush, greenfinch, red kites, little owls. No barn owl. It's getting a bit windy. I'm not even sure in which sort of area the barn owl is. I know the woman said to me this morning, she said, oh, the barn owl's back. Great to see, but I've not seen it, so I've no idea where that could be, and it could be anywhere down this road. So what I might do is I might get back in my car, drive down and just park up by this gate where this little owl is, just in case it does decide to come out and land on the wall. Then I can spend another half an hour or so just in case. But on my way back I've just spotted the red kite just sat on a rock over here. Managed to get a little picture and a bit of video of it. But I'm going to head off to the car now and make my way home. So next week I'm off to Mull next Friday. I've got 7 days out in Mull. Really looking forward to that. I've got workshops coming up for the cairngorms, for the mountain hares and ptarmigan. So those workshops will be on the website soon with new dates. Now, just to give you a heads up, my workshops are pretty full on. You need to be quite fit and physical. I don't just take you to one spot and say, there's a mountain hare, photograph it, have a great day. You know, we'll get a picture of a hare and we'll move on and we'll keep walking all day. There's no point, I don't see the point in just sat photographing one hare. You know, we'll go up into the mountains, we'll go over the tops, we'll go off track and really have a great day out photographing the ptarmigans and mountain hares up in the cairngorms. So if you're interested in that, drop me a message. In the next video I will put up some links to that workshop. So for now, thanks for watching guys, thanks for subscribing, and we just pipped 4,000 subscribers, so thank you to all those 4,000 people. Couldn't ask for more. But for now, have a great weekend.